Fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Friday, May the 29th. The year is 2026. Let's talk trading. Time for the weekly wrap up. And as I look at the calendar, not only is it time for the weekly wrap up, it's also time for the monthly wrap up. Wow, time really flies, doesn't it? So, as always, and these videos are for educational purposes only, and your results may differ from mine. And because of that, make sure your risk management is in place so you don't lose more than you are willing to lose while you are trading. So since we're at the monthly wrap up, weekly wrap up, let's take a quick look at the month. And we can see we're 163 pips above that month. Below the monthly open, now 164. We're 221 off the high, 135 off the low. And we are like right here inside the candle range of the previous month. We did make higher highs and a higher low, but we've got a red month, so that's a sucker bar as far as I'm concerned. Okay, we've had one pair, the Euro CAD, that did not fill the weekly open gap. Very interesting. Right now, looks like we're right there, just slightly inside the opening range for the week and the opening range for the year, well below the opening range for the month, 130 pips below that monthly opening range low. For the year, we're 19 pips below the yearly open. We are 431 pips off the yearly high and 279 above the yearly low. We had an inside bar 6 days ago. We're within that range. We had an inside bar 3 months ago. We're within that range. And we had a weekly inside bar 3 weeks ago, and we are below that range. So we had a handful of inside bar action according to the dashboard there. And you know, I've done so much coding recently that I guess I'm going to have to get into the dashboard, and I probably will have to give it about I don't know how many new items, but it's going to be a boatload if I do that. Looking at the ranges across pairs, the pound New Zealand, which I like to call the new beast, is leading the charge at 217 pips. The Euro New Zealand's coming in second at 197. And surprisingly, the dollar yen only has 20 pips of range. Did they put a halt on the dollar yen? Good grief. Let's see. Only looks like the Aussie franc is at 18 pips of range. Who trades the Aussie franc? Wow. I don't even think I've ever even mentioned that pair before. And looking at the buy zone, we've been crisscrossing that daily open. We're still in between the triggers though, but you can of course just trade the open. Candle color at the line usually pays off. Range too low for the rats. I mean, once again, only 42 pips. Just don't even really think about being a rat. Oh, pivot trading plan. What has happened here? Oh, I know what happened. I modified updated the pivot trading plan indicator. There we go. That looks much better. Let's move that over slightly. And I added some things. I was using the AI and said, hey, AI, what can you do to improve this? So it says the normal CPR, the central pivot range, normal volatility, but mixed alignment, meaning the pivots between the month and the year and the week or day, month, day, week, year aren't in alignment. So that's why we have the mixed alignment. And I always have a place where if you want to write yourself a note. So Bambino Flex said to go long. Pivot Trading Plan said near the pivot to go long. And as you can see here, that would have paid off. And you can see here in that central pivot range, this is the bottom, this is the top of it. It pretty much held. Speaking of pivots, here we took out the daily, we've taken out the weekly, and we've taken out the monthly for this month. So a clean month. But we did have one missed pivot here on the daily. So I guess it wasn't a clean month. We have one missed pivot here back on the 27th, which was a couple of days ago. But we didn't have any weekly missed pivots. In and out of that lower wick zone the previous day, and we've gone in and out to the downside here, the upper pivot. So let's see. So let's switch over time frames. Let's take a look at the month. 33% tile over the last 12 months at 356 pips. Range, we broke out at a previous high by 46 pips. We did not break out at a previous low. Monthly rats, high minus close 219. And for the green rats, close minus low 137. For the monthly open crossover traders, high minus opens 56 to the upside and 300 pips open minus low to the downside. I can switch the time frame back to weekly. 142 pips of range so far, out to 16th percentile over the last 12 weeks. We broke out at a high. High minus previous high was 46. We did not break out at a previous low. So once again, sucker bar, higher high, higher low, but a bear candle. So for the weekly rats, high minus close, red rats 70, close minus low, green rats, it was 70, now it's 72, 70. So we're pretty much right in the midpoint there. For the weekly open crossover traders, high minus open 59 to the north, open minus low 83 to the south. Looking at the price action here on the M30, as you can see, we came down here, we had a lower high, we moved up. You can see had some consolidation here. Look at that, 1, 2, 3 inside bars in a row, broke to the south. And actually, this was a master candle, if you like talking about that. And technically, this was a master candle right here. No, I think you have to have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this one broke this high, so this is not a master. But here's a master candle, and when it broke, nice move to the upside, came back within that range, and then shot up. And that just so happened to correspond with the previous day's open. So there's some price action and analysis there. Trying to see. I haven't updated my main multimeters screen yet, but I've got a couple of new multimeters that I need to stick on there. Price state dashboard and price and the flow state. You get a lot of weights, but when you, we just got a sell here on the M30. So it's in the lower wick zone, and a buy sweep. The trend is up. State is trending. It's calling for a sell. We're below the previous midpoint here. And now M15 is calling for a sell. My order flow indicator. This is it's been teaching me a lesson. Don't actually, what I should say is wait is what it's been teaching me. Especially here on M1. So you can see here, I had a trigger, but because it was green, or where was it? One. There was one right here where I had a trigger, and I should have really waited, but I'm still learning how to read this in terms of, do I use it as a trigger? Do I use it as a bias? Or do I use it as what I like to call a don't indicator? In other words, don't trade against it. But with anything new, you have to learn a few things. This is weird. It looks like on the M dots I didn't change the wing ding. Let me turn indicator 2 off and just have the previous mid. So you can see here it says order flow is still green, even though it was below the previous midpoint, or actually it opened above here. Then here it opened below, and so that's where I would have wanted to take a short, but it was green, so no. So, but then here it opened above, then it opened below, and that's red. That's where you take the short. So that's what I was kind of learning today. And just to let you know, I did a bonehead move. God, did I do a bonehead move. Right here, was it? See, which one was it? I think it was here. I had a chance to get out with a 2-pip profit on about 20 trades, so 40 pips overall. And I released my TP. I got greedy. And then I think the same thing happened here. Or maybe it missed it here and then I took it off here. But then I started taking more trades when I got the signal. And I finally got out of that mess. But let's run through something real quick because we're almost out of time. So for May, minus 0.14. Let's look at that ATR percent for May, because I think we may have improved it slightly since the last time we looked. We're still at 83. For the month, okay, cross below the pivot, higher high, higher low. We already said that. Sucker bar, same thing on the weekly, higher high, higher low. Not much else happening there. Price between the wick zone here. And for the daily, buyer's weak control, lower high, higher low. That's an inside bar. Price cross below that daily open. So that pretty much wraps it up, fellow traders. I hope people had a profitable month of May out there. And got some new things to talk about next, next week, upcoming videos, a couple more indicators to go over just for the heck of it. And I'm going to wish you all a fun and safe weekend. Be careful out there. And when you come back to your trading platform, I want you to always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.